right, guys, what is happening? We are live here on the YouTube and the TikTok. So I hope everyone is doing well. I queued the music. I forgot to add my music in. There we go. We gotta have some music for the season. Shark Boy says, "What's up? What's up, man? Thanks for tuning in, Shark Boy. Good to see you. Back again. I love it. Yeah, and again, everyone on TikTok, we are live on the YouTube, so feel free to join us. We are talking all Star Wars stuff today. Wednesdays are dedicated to Star Wars TikTok, so I try to bring as many guests over as possible and hang out and chat. And I think my buddy Nico should be showing up today. He should be, pretty sure. But either way, man, we got some fun guests I'm going to bring in here soon. A couple updates I want to give for the channel. So memberships are live on the channel. This is a really cool new feature. I've mentioned it to you guys a few times before, but this is kind of a new feature that's really new for me. So for those who have been following this channel for a while, this is another way that you guys can get involved, another way that you can support the channel and what I do. So feel free to look through them, see what's most fitting for you. There's no pressure coming from me, but for those who are like, oh my God, I love the Datalorian. Well, this is another way that you can support. So check out those memberships. Another thing, I've been doing a few videos. I'm mad I don't have it in my hand right now. I should have grabbed it. But anyway, I do have a lightsaber. I've joined the lightsaber side of, Star Wars TikTok, which is pretty cool. And there's a company that I'm teamed up with, Sabneo or Sabneo, because Saber, no one says lightsaber. I don't know why I say Sabneo. Saber. So Sabneo, I'm teamed up with them, and they sent me a really cool lightsaber. It does everything, obviously, that you expect. It's pretty cool. And you guys can use my affiliation code whenever you're purchasing through them. So this is somebody I trust. I know that in the Star Wars community, there's always that iffiness of trusting who to go through when it comes to buying a saber. So this is somebody I recommend. Definitely check them out. I'm partnered with them, and I wouldn't, recommend anything to you guys that I wouldn't trust. So if you're looking for a new saber, you're looking for a gift for the holidays, this is one that I highly recommend. So check out Sabneo. Use my affiliation code when you check out Datalorian. Tell them I sent you. Other than that, big shout out to all the people from TikTok coming up to the channel and subscribing. I seriously appreciate you guys. We are over 6K here on the channel, and then bigger goal is to get to 10,000. So 10K is the big boy goal, but we are inching there, and that's all because of you guys. So pat yourselves on the back. I can't hear you guys cheering, but I can feel it. So much love to all those who have come over and subscribed and that are tuning into the channel. Again, for Sabneo, I did just release a video today that's on the channel. So if you guys want to see the saber in action, you want to see more of what I'm talking about, that video is now up on my channel here on YouTube. So feel free to go and check that out. Other than that, enough of just me, man. Let's bring in our guests from TikTok. We got a lot of people hanging out with us today, so let me go ahead and I'm gonna just pop you guys in. So brace yourselves. Perfect. And we got one more. Hello, what's up, guys?
Hey, what's going on?
Guys and gals. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Not too bad for was it Wednesday?
It is Wednesday, right? It's midweek, and this is the midweek pickup. I'm happy to hang out with you guys and chat Star Wars, man.
Yes.
I just finished one of 2 last assignments for my grad school semester.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Congrats, man.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I forget that that's kind of the season for folks, is kind of finishing up with, the semester for school. So congrats to everyone that's in school. Keep going hard. You're almost there. We got a few people, so let me let's start off with let me see how I want to start this off. JJ, why don't you start us off? Introduce you, and this is for everyone. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, and where can we find you.
My name is JJ. I have a TikTok account where I talk about Star Wars, Marvel, nerdy stuff, stupid, funny stuff, anything that comes up in my mind. So most of my content is on TikTok, so you can find me at that handle, CatLadyJJ. So yeah, if you want to talk Star Wars and nerdy things, that's where you can find me.
Yeah, JJ is pretty awesome. I came across your page and you made me laugh, but it was really fun. I was like, oh, it's fun seeing so many Star Wars people in the community, not only Star
Right.
Wars. I mean, you do, Marvel comic book stuff too as well.
Right,
but
right.
You made me laugh, and I stuck around and I followed you. So good
Good.
job.
I'm glad.
Yeah, Pat, introduce yourself, man. Who are you, and what do you do on TikTok?
Well, I'm Pat, and on TikTok, is where only my only content is. I go by at Saint Pat of Starfleet, and I'm a kind of a jack of all trades. It's kind of random. I have a series called another series where I make art posters and profile pics of Star Wars TikTok creators.
Yeah,
just because
That's
I love
awesome.
them. I do meme videos, and then I'm currently working on a new series where I'm looking at the historical parallels in the Star Wars movies and shows.
okay, dude, that's awesome. Yeah, man, I think you did something. I don't know if you did something for Nico's page, or there's like a few other creators I've seen. You mentioned your artwork, so I know I've seen
Yeah.
it floating around on
Nico-
Star Wars TikTok. So.
Yeah, I haven't done Nico yet. He's definitely on the art list, but
Okay.
that was someone else.
Okay, I know I've seen your stuff around though, so I'm glad to have you on and chat with you, man. That's super
Oh,
fun.
it's glad. This is my first podcast I'm doing, and this is great.
I'm happy to have you here, man. We're making history. I love it. Space Gal, can you hear me? I don't think I can hear you. I can't hear. I can see you, Space Gal, but I can't hear you. She's probably just got to figure out her audio. She's like, "Dang it, man." She's like, "I'll be back momentarily."
Technical difficulties.
No, you're fine, Space Gal. Once you get all loaded in, yeah, just come back in whenever you're ready. Hopefully she can get her audio, and then just introduce yourself when you're back. So let me check on the chat on both TikTok and YouTube. You love the videos. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Erica, what's up, girl? I see you in here. Smokey Kenobi, what's up, man? Thanks for tuning in. And again, to the chat, if you guys have questions for myself or anyone throughout the stream, feel free to post them. So yeah, you guys are welcome to ask questions. So let's go ahead and start it off. We'll wait for Space Gal. She'll get her stuff figured out and introduce herself here soon. Number one, before we get into the questions, have you guys seen the new trailer for Boba Fett today that came out? You guys haven't seen it yet? Okay,
There's a new one out?
Yeah, there's a new one that's out. There's not like crazy new footage, you know what I mean? But there's enough that's like, ooh, it kind of adds more to the element of what to expect going into the Book of Boba Fett. Really, it's like, I think they're answering questions to like, how did he survive, kind of a thing, what happened, you know what I mean? So you see a little bit of that, but I mean, I could play it here in the stream. I mean, I technically could. Let me see. I could. You know what? While I'm talking about it, why don't I
Are we
just?
going to do a live react? Are we going to do a live react?
Yes.
Let's do a live react. I've seen it, but I mean, I will let you guys watch it here in the stream. So let me pull it up really quick.
Okay. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's nothing like terribly new, but it's new enough that you're like, oh, okay. There's a little more extra footage. So here, I'll play it now. So good.
Left for dead on the sands of Tatooine. I am Boba Fett.
Oh man, it just gives me chills every time, man.
Goosebumps.
Now, here's my question: has he always been bald, or did he lose his hair because of the Sarlacc? These are These are the questions that keep me up at night, man. I don't know.
If
I
the
don't know.
hair is all he lost in Starlac, I mean, I think
Right.
he's done okay.
Well,
You get a little
if
Starlight
you
juice, man, you know.
if you look at Django, he's always that short cropped hair. So
Yeah.
so I think it just might be a style that he picked up from his dad as he got older,
It might be a style.
and then the Sarlacc just made him bald because the gist of acids.
Yeah, man.
Less
The Starlight
head
juice.
sweating.
Yeah.
The metal's heavy.
Overall, I'm excited, man. I mean, this comes out on my wife's birthday, so I was like, I don't even have to get her anything at all this year. Like, there you go, happy
Literally.
birthday, you know. I'm kidding. Don't tell her I said that.
The part where he stands up at the table with all the bosses gives me so much Godfather vibes. I'm here
yeah.
for it. I'm
Yeah,
here
man.
for it.
It's definitely like the Sopranos of Star Wars for sure. Definitely feels like it. Space Gal. Hopefully, I hope her audio. Some folks have issues popping in with their audio, so we'll give her some time. Hopefully, she'll pop back in. It looks like your volume is green. I don't know if I can hear you, but hopefully she's got it figured out because I can't wait to chat with her as well. Okay, so we'll start with other questions. By the way, trailer looks amazing. Oh my god, I can't wait. And now you guys see what I mean. Like it's nothing too new, but there were some little things that was like, okay, kind of gives you more sense of what's happening. Space Gal, let us hear your voice. Can you hear me? No, she's not. Nope. Dang it. She'll pop in when she's ready. That's fine. All right, so yeah, go ahead.
I feel like Lucasfilm is one of the masters at trailers. They just they know exactly what to give us, and like I'll have to watch it again, but the ending right when they come, the title comes up, it sounds like the Sonic detonator.
Oh yeah.
And they know we love that sound as a fan base.
They are their trailers are phenomenal, and I think this is off topic but kind of on topic with the what was it? We just had it was like the not Disney Investors Day, but it was the Disney Plus Day that recently happened, and I watched and did a live stream, and it was a little bit of a letdown for me because there was so much Marvel stuff. It just felt like, as a Star Wars fan, and mind you, I love Marvel too, but for Star Wars, there felt like there was this absence from Lucasfilm, at least for, there's so much that they have in terms of properties and things that are coming out. It just felt like there was a little bit of an absence, and it was chaotic the way the event was put together. I didn't really like having to watch on Twitter, and I was like, just do a DC Fandom style where you have a central location for people to go to watch the stuff that you guys are talking about. But anyway, I think Lucasfilm, that alone speaks to kind of their style of how they do their promotion. It's different from Marvel, but I think they're very strategic with when and where they want to release stuff. And I think that was kind of the upset about Obi-Wan Kenobi, was like, we got a little sneak peek, but it wasn't a trailer. It was already like released prior to when they released it. So I think they're very strategic, and there's always kind of like a plan for when they want to put things out. So I trust it. I wait, so I'm sure we'll be getting a trailer soon too for Kenobi.
What I think Lucasfilm does really well, they build tension in a way that a lot of different intellectual properties don't. They sort of spoil everything in a trailer. Like, I can pick apart any trailer and they're going to give you the answer in it. Lucasfilm is very, very strategic, and it's infuriating and satisfying at the same time. Yeah. So it's like,
No, you took the words right out of my mouth. That's literally like, it's definitely infuriating as a fan, but then it's very strategic and but it kind of makes you excited because it's like, okay, well, a lot of stuff is coming, but that's just kind of their style, and I think it's something I'm getting used to as a fan as I'm observing these things. It's like, okay, I think this is their style for sure,
And I want to echo your sentiment. Like you said, we didn't get anything on Disney Plus days. The whole thing was sort of a mess, in my opinion. They were just like randomly tweeting different links. There wasn't nothing was streamlined. And then I thought about it for a second, and I'm like, they are definitely building the hype for Boba Fett. That's the bottom line here. They do not want to take away from Boba Fett. Unlike Marvel, there was sort of that Black Widow, the Shang-Chi, Eternals, sort of everybody taking excitement from each other. They want us some Boba Fett. That seems to be the thing.
It was so weird because I'm like, even with Marvel at first, it was like, come on, Lucasfilm, Marvel is dishing out posters after posters without any footage. Y'all can
Correct.
give us just a little something,
Something tiny, a crumb.
But you hit it on the nail. I think it's a style thing for kind of how they do things, and a part of that, I think, part of me has learned to be grateful for, because we live in an age where so much information is too much information. But
That's right.
sometimes it's good to be like, all right, you know what, we got the Book of Boba Fett. Let's focus on that. Let's eat on that first, and then in 2022 we'll get hit with an amazing trailer for Kenobi, and that'll blow our minds. So it's a double-edged sword.
I think that style that we're seeing with Lucasfilms now, when it comes to releasing new content, was born out of how they dealt with EU and out of movie things in its long history, because they had to make sure what they wanted in the films and whatnot, and so they're just following that pattern they learned when they give us films, because they know they know how to manipulate their content.
Oh yeah,
right.
And the fans.
Yeah.
Right? Space Gal, I see you. Can you hear me? I want to hear your voice.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
she's on.
Yay.
This is the way. This is the way.
I just
Welcome in.
Excuse me. So
No
Thank you.
worries. Yeah, Space Gal. Well,
Mhm.
I think your name speaks for itself. I was gonna be like, tell us about yourself. You're like, I'm a space gal. What do you think, man? So tell us, what do you do on TikTok, and what can people expect from your page?
just that you can just enjoy like a good time watching somebody, make random videos about random things regarding Star Wars. Especially around the type of Star Wars. That's it. That's all I'm there for. Make people
Absolutely.
happy.
That's what we're all here for, is to enjoy it,
Yep.
man. So definitely go and check her out as well. Thank you for some people, every single live I have a guest, somebody has an issue. I don't know if it's on my end or if it's the restream. Someone always has an issue either with like headphones or the mic. There's always one guest. It always happens. So I think it may be a restream thing. It's so weird, but I'm happy that you're here.
Thank you. Me too.
Yeah. All right, guys. So why don't we kick it off? Our first question is excitement and predictions for the Ahsoka show. The way I do it, I'll go last. And JJ, I'll have you start this one off. What's your excitement and predictions for Ahsoka?
I am looking forward to Ahsoka being the main character. She's been a side character for so long. She's been serving others as a co-protagonist or sort of a side character for way too long in the Clone Wars and even in The Mandalorian, which again, that's understandable. So I am looking forward to her having her own journey. So, and I'm hoping that they don't reveal Thrawn too soon into the story, because that might take away from her own journey. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Sabine and basically all the Rebels characters, which I like Rebels better than Clone Wars. Do not come at me, please.
No,
I just think
Rebels is amazing.
I just think it's more cohesive. The story is just more sort of kind of unison. It just flows better. It's paced way better. So I enjoy Rebels throughout, like almost every episode. So I'm looking forward to all those characters in there, as long as Ahsoka remains the focus. I need her to be the main character. So
yeah. I feel that for sure. And good. Thank you for bringing that up. That's something we don't tend to think about with Ahsoka. It's like, even though she is amazing and well received and well loved among the fandom, she kind of has been kind of like this side character and not arm candy, but she's there, but this is going to be her moment. And I'm really looking forward. Same with like Lando. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad he's getting his own show. It's kind of like the same thing. Yeah. So
they've always been serving protagonists. They've always been serving Skywalkers. It's just it's going to be a refreshing change of pace to see her sort of in her own element. It's just a void of all of them. So that's what I'm looking forward to most. Just her being.
No, agreed. Pat, what about you, man? What's your excitement and predictions for Ahsoka?
I have been in love with the character of Ahsoka Tano since 2008. I think I was 9 when the Clone Wars movie came out.
Okay.
Awesome. That's fantastic.
And so it's just I've grown up with the character. Yeah. And I'm excited I was excited when she came back in Rebels.
Yeah.
I excited when she was the main focus of the story for season 7 of the Clone Wars.
Yep.
That fight with Maul was just amazing.
Oh God, it was so good.
And then now that we're getting her own show, she finally to me she's always had main character energy, but
Yeah.
Yes.
now she is the main character.
Yeah.
Correct.
And so I'm just excited to see how much more of her character development we get from that. And for my predictions on that, I really want the show to start off with her meeting Anakin's Force Ghost and
Yeah.
having that frame her journey through the show.
Mm.
I don't want it to be like even if it's just a flashback. I don't want it to be like in the middle of the season or at the end of the season thing, like we're waiting for and anticipating, and that's
Yeah.
gonna have an effect on her like that's what we're waiting for her. That's the part that we're waiting for, and not focusing on her character development, her growth.
Yeah.
I want to have her I want her to have that conversation with Anakin, with the former master,
Yeah.
and then the feelings that she gets from that and the impact that has on her thinking. And I want to see how that frames whatever happens in stories, whether it's dealing with Thrawn and Ezra or something new.
Yeah, I would agree with that, man. Even if Luke is somehow, I mean, we don't always have to have Luke, but I think it would be kind of cool to, maybe have him, make an appearance with that too. Even if she doesn't get that confirmation from Anakin's, Force Ghost or anything, maybe it's a conversation that, you would have to say like, okay, at some point, maybe Luke and Ahsoka had to have met in the galaxy. I'm sure she's heard about him, like Skywalker, that name, you know what I mean? And hearing legends about Luke, I'm sure she's probably heard of him. So it would be kind of cool to see them two have that kind of moment. But even we know that Hayden Christensen's going to be in the show. So
Right. That's true.
either way, Force Ghost or not, we're going to get some kind of moment, which would be fun. Space Gal, what about you? What are your predictions and what are you
Excuse me.
excited for the Ahsoka show?
Well, we've seen her grow up.
Yeah.
Her development, as Pat said. So I do suspect that there may be another Sith. We haven't been introduced to a new Sith, have we? Recently?
No.
I have a deep feeling it's going to be involved with Thrawn, that a new Sith is. Because right now, Palpatine is dead, supposedly?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Reviving or dead. Yeah.
Working in the background.
Yeah.
So who's the Sith keeping it all in control? That's the thing.
Yeah.
But there has to be a Sith can be in
Yeah.
charge. Besides the Inquisitor. But still, I just
Yeah.
want to see her involvement in the process
Yeah.
going to turn out. Is, she going to be what she wanted to be, or are we going to, have a character where she just involves into something else that we had no expectation of? Things.
I like that.
What?
You bring up it's kind of like who is really the big bad during this time. I'm sure Thrawn plays a part in that, but
Art.
a part, but maybe not the full picture. And let me check on TikTok chat. By the way, I'm not ignoring anyone here. I'm just live on YouTube, so I have to turn my head, multiple times. So if you guys do have questions, feel free to join on YouTube. That way I can see your questions directly. But I'm live here just so you guys can type in questions and I can always click on them. So be sure to type questions in a message so I can see it. Thank you guys for sharing. I would say for me, obviously, a lot with you guys said. I'm excited to see her kind of be the main character. I think that's going to be awesome. And kind of her having her own moment. There are other things aside from her so I have a journal. No one make fun of me, but it's cool. Look at this thing. I haven't done a video with it, but it looks like a VHS.
Oh, that's
But
awesome.
I got it at the store today. Isn't that awesome?
And it's
That's
of my
great.
favorite. It's of my favorite Star Wars movie.
Return of the Jedi, man.
So
Yeah.
I give you props for that. I give you.
Thank you. So
That is
one
fantastic.
of the entries I put in today was is Ezra Bridger being held captive all this time by Thrawn, or has Ezra, purposely stayed lost because he's had some paradigm change? Something psychologically has changed in him. I feel like if Sabine and Ahsoka are kind of looking for Ezra, I don't think anyone would be lost or held captive, especially a Force-sensitive Jedi, by Thrawn. I think and again, with Thrawn, mind you, I haven't read, any books of his, but seeing kind of his appearance and persona in Rebels, if I were to spend months with that guy, I feel like something psychologically would probably change in me.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Just conversations you're having with him, the way you see things. If you are lost on some huge part of the galaxy that's far away from everything you've known, I would say if you guys had to depend on each other to survive, which I don't know, we don't know what happened, but at the same time, that was the last time we seen Ezra was when he was with Thrawn. My predictions, if we see him in Ahsoka, I feel like he's not going to be the same as what we've known. Something's probably changing him. I don't think Thrawn is holding him captive. I think, he's kind of stayed lost on his own because of some change in his relationship with Thrawn. That's kind of a prediction that I have. So I don't know. That's something I really want to see, is kind of like what will play on other characters that we've known as well. But don't do me wrong. I still want Ahsoka to have her moment. This is a question I have for you guys now that I'm thinking about it. In Rise of Skywalker, did we hear her voice when Rey was talking? We did. So we know that potentially she, probably dies, right?
I think somebody said that she wasn't dead. Don't quote me on that. I thought I read that somewhere, that she technically wasn't dead, even though we heard her force ghost.
Yeah, it was one of, I think it was one of the people who worked on the film saying, just because you hear the voice doesn't technically mean they're dead.
Right. That's what it was.
But the thing I find interesting on that point is we don't hear Ezra's voice, any of that.
Right. And everyone else is dead. I mean, you think of like Anakin, Mace Windu, Yoda, Luke. It's like, well, all these guys are dead. So right. I don't know. That's an idea. That's something to hold on to. We'll put a comma there because I don't know. But that's something to consider, is like, what would her ending look like? And again, I mean, I think that's kind of also a Hollywood thing to do where, and I hope they don't do that with Boba Fett, like bring him back just to kill him off kind of a thing. Like,
no, absolutely not.
To push a story forward, no one always has to die. But when you think of Jedis, it's kind of like, that's kind of always been a thing, with them, which is kind of expected at some point,
We never get to see a Jedi have a nice retired life.
Right? Yeah. Can't you just relax and be old and be on a farm or something? Yeah, that's fine for Ahsoka. I guess we'll see what happens. I don't know.
They go to Vader, to get more powerful. I'll become more powerful than ever.
Star Wars lawyer, what's up, buddy? He says Dave Filoni said it doesn't mean she's dead. So JJ, you were definitely on to something with that. I haven't, really looked into it. It's just a thought that came to my mind. I was like, I thought we heard her, in Rise of Skywalker. So, but it seems like a lot of you guys have heard something else too, where it's like, doesn't necessarily mean that she's dead. And even Dave Filoni speaking out on that. So interesting.
There's a lot of people. I know I was freaking out. I'm like, is she dead? Like, what is going on? And then all these news media came out saying it doesn't necessarily mean she's dead, but which they'll have to explain how she, of course, goes communicating with Rey. But
I guess we'll figure out what happens.
Right.
So, we have a question from the chat. What's the first thing you think of when seeing your comments? For me, it's a daddy, or am I on your bounty list? The guy from Fortnite. That's literally the first thing I think of. That's what I expect as like my first comments. So there you go. I don't know about you guys.
Sorry.
Yeah,
that's what you get for picking a cosplay that has dad energy.
I'm sorry.
Right. I know, man. And a name that has dad energy, right? So it is what it is. It is what it is.
He said it the best.
Right. You guys can circle through my comments, man. It's literally like, that's all it is. So
that's hilarious.
And Star Wars lawyer, good job pulling that out, man. That is something to think about when we think of Ahsoka. I think it'll be kind of cool to see her like older and like, and this is something we'll talk about later, but like the continuation of sequel characters. So imagine seeing like an older Ahsoka that's like a mentor. You know what I mean? That would be kind of cool. I don't know. I would love to see that.
And again, like you guys said, there's no aging Jedi, like and that are still living. I mean, that's
right. Besides Yoda, there's no one that's like really old that's a Jedi, so it'd be kind of cool to see that. I would love that. Okay, so let's go on to our next question. Number 2, new Star Wars trilogy or High Republic? You know, so do you guys want to see the continuation? Is what I mean, continuation of sequel characters, or would you guys rather see something in the High Republic? Space Gal, I'll have you start this one off.
Well, let's say I would like more of the High Republic. We can keep on going on and on, but there needs to be establishment of canon.
Yeah.
For
Yep.
years. Because let's be honest, Star Wars is now what I call Disney-fied.
Yeah.
The old cartoons that I used to watch with my father, and then
Yeah.
when he got a hold of Star Wars, it's like they're making things like solidified, like Life Day, series and things of that nature, where I'm like, okay, so is that canon or not canon? There needs to be solidified before going on for the future, which they're doing right now, is filling in the empty spaces, but I would like to do High Republic, most definitely.
Yeah, man. It's just something new out of anything that we've seen is kind of refreshing. You know what I mean? I love the continuation of, things after, the original trilogy, but still, I agree with you. Seeing something of totally different characters outside of a singular family would be really refreshing. So, Pat, what about you, man? What do you want? What do you want, man? What do you want?
There's so many things I want. There's so many. We're talking about Star Wars. Oh, I can give you a list that goes on forever.
Just two. Do you want High Republic or sequel characters?
I want both. I want both. Give me both, please. Both is good. No, I've been loving the High Republic, the High Republic canon and books that we've been getting. And so I think it would be a great move for Disney to go with the High Republic trilogy, even if it's not a trilogy. They can break the trilogy format. I'll be fine with that. Yep. And just move in the direction, and that give the fan base some time and just distance from the sequel movies, and give the actors a break from all the stuff that I'd definitely love to get Daisy Ridley, John Boyega, and Oscar Isaac back. I love them. They're great characters, but just give them some rest from the fans for a while. They deserve it. Yeah. And then High Republic would be my go-to if we're getting a new trilogy right away.
Yeah, I think who was I talking about this with? It was with I think it's with Chaco and Element 7. I was on their stream a little while ago, and it was kind of one of those things like we were talking about Old Republic and High Republic and like what should be made into a movie first. And it was like definitely High Republic. It would almost feel lazy for them to go like do Old Republic stuff when you have this current narrative that's already playing out, and this different time zone. It's like definitely play more into that, which would make more sense for sure. Space Scout, did you share already? I don't remember things when I ever stream. Okay, JJ, it's you. Yeah. JJ, what do you want, JJ? Do you want High Republic or sequel characters?
I mean, I'll be dead honest. I just recently started getting into the High Republic stuff. I've read a couple of the comics. I'm right in the middle of Light of the Jedi. So it's just, I'm very like Old Republic Legends focused. I've been for a while. Okay. So it's like very hard for me to step away from that comfort zone, I guess, into something new. You know what I mean? So, and I agree with the actors needing a break from the fans, mostly 100%. It's been so much disservice has been done to them, in my opinion, by some of the movies, some of the choices that were made in those movies. That I need more characterization out of them. If they do High Republic, I don't know if they're going to commit themselves to an actual multi-million-dollar trilogy live action. I don't know if Disney's going to take that kind of a risk. You know what I mean? They may stick with something safe, something that's gonna keep the old fans, new fans happy. I don't know how familiar people are with the High Republic, at least in mainstream. Like a lot of High Republic stuff seems to be very focused on a smaller portion of Star Wars fandom. But if you ask the mainstream, they're not gonna be too familiar. So I don't know. It's a tough one. I want to see both. I want to see more animated shows like Clone Wars. To me, I love and Rebels. I love that stuff. Like I need more of that. So. But as far as movies are concerned, I would love to see something post Rise of Skywalker. And again, I'm a Legends fiend and I love Old Republic. So there's not enough Sith stories out there. I want some villain stories. So that's where I'm at right now.
I feel that, man. I think, I mean, now that you mentioned Old Republic, and you know, it just came out. Like I just started playing it on the Switch, which was KOTOR. So like I never
Yes.
played it back in the day. So this is a new
Right.
experience for me. But I think, you know, it would be interesting to see something in that narrative. I think there's a lot of cool characters like Revan and, you know, plenty of other people that you could pull from that will be fun to see in canon. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
And Disney seems to have a style of picking what they liked from Legends,
Yeah.
you know, and
That's it.
kind of, you know, so
Yeah.
it'll be kind of, yeah, I think Old Republic stuff would be cool. Now, there are two things I will say, like, I would love to see both in the sense that you mentioned something about an animated show. Think like the style of Clone Wars, but High Republic. Like, that would be amazing.
Really
I would
cool.
love to see that. So I think an animated show would be, I think that would be a safe way to do it for sure for introducing this new world, not new world, but this new, you know, characters, this new
Correct.
concept, new time frame. I think that would be kind of cool. Is like an animated show. Um,
Before
in
they
the
invest into movies, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But in the familiar style of like Clone Wars or Rebels, like
The
I
anime-
think that would be really cool. So, and sequel characters, yeah, obviously, I think, you know, does it have to be like a 15-year gap before we see them again? No, like I don't think they have to do that.
Yeah.
But when they do come back, I don't know if you guys have played Jedi Knight Academy. I think so. I'll break it down for you. Luke is kind of like he has a school. He's the teacher, and then I'm sure you guys know of like Kyle Katarn. You know, he's used to be like a stormtrooper turned Jedi, similar to Finn in a sense, right? So
Right.
I think it would be cool to do a style like that where you just substitute those characters for Finn and Rey and kind of do a Jedi Knight Academy where you have like other Jedis and this new build. I don't know. I think that would be cool to see something like that for the continuation. But
No, I would love that. You get a bunch of new Padawans and younglings coming in, and it would be a great kids show as
Yeah.
long as for adult Star Wars fans, because
Yep.
you just have a whole new bunch of stories that you come in.
yeah,
And I was going to say earlier, the animated show has always seemed like Lucas's go-to for testing waters on stuff.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
yep. I mean, animated for High Republic, even if it was Old Republic, I think that would be great, man. Because, you know, again, if there's a fear of dropping something completely new and different from what folks are used to, then, you know, testing it out in animation is cool. I think a lot of that is probably, I mean, kind of what they did with Bad Batch in a sense. You know, this is
Very true.
you know what I mean? It's a group of characters that we really didn't know too much about. We got introduced to in season 7 of Clone Wars, you know, and season 1 did fairly well. You know what I mean? But again, I think that was kind of a thing of testing the waters, seeing how it was received. And then ultimately, I feel like it did well. That's why we're getting a season 2. So they could still do something like that for High Republic or Old Republic for that matter, which would be really fun. Let's check on the chat before I go to our next question. Tell your TikTok viewers, same name, same logo. Yes, you heard her. Same name, same logo. We are live on YouTube. I'm not ignoring you, I swear. I've been in 3 lives. I love it, man. Yeah, I'm live on YouTube with friends from TikTok, so come and join us. Okay, yeah. Looks like a few people are coming over. Sweet. All right, so our next question is, what would you want to see in Bad Batch Season 2? Now that we mentioned that. So that's perfect. Space Gal, what about you? And I'm assuming you guys have all seen Bad Batch.
Yeah.
But for Season 2, Space Gal, I'll have you kick it off. What do you want to see?
I really want to see Boba Fett meet his sister. I do. I'm
Ooh.
gonna go for the jugular. I really want him to see a family member. The poor
Okay.
through so much.
Yeah.
Just one bit of happiness. Just
Yeah.
that's all I ask. So
Okay.
I'll leave
I
it.
would love that. Yeah. Me too. JJ, what about you? What do you want to see?
I don't have the strongest feelings about the Bad Batch. I
Yeah.
think my expectations were sort of like leveled like this, and they sort of stay that way.
Yeah.
I was hoping it would be a little more, not as your typical space chase fantasy, adoptive dad sort of in a spirit of. I wanted more out of it. I think clones are very interesting, and I don't think we don't get enough content on not enough content and information on the clones, the making them, the what makes them human. So I don't know. I would love to see some science behind it in season 2, exploring the chips a little bit more. I think that's a huge part of that world, and
Yeah.
I kind of want to know more about that rather than them going from point A to point B, point A to point, like a video game style. So
Yeah.
again, I was very indifferent. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I was just right here, like
Yeah. No, I
even
feel
keeled
you.
on it.
I mean, yeah, every episode was kind of hit or miss. I feel like, for sure. You know,
There's no consistency to it. Yeah.
right? Yeah. I feel that for sure. Pat, what about you, man? What do you want for season 2 of Bad Batch?
I want the Bad Batch to really get caught up in some post-separatist political shenanigans.
That would be very.
Okay.
I'm a separatist sympathizer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Oh God.
There's like I have a whole thing I can get into it, but it's really just comes down to it's only the military leadership and Dooku that was corrupt. The separatists are really, honestly, the good guys of the whole conflict.
Yeah.
But like, I have a thing with I need more separatist politics. I need more nuance on that. I'm a history major by trade.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense. All right.
And with the separatists making up a whole chunk of the rebellion and kind of being like a driving force behind the Rebel Alliance, I really want to see the Bad Batch get caught up in that fever, especially now that we got the introduction to the Empire. We've seen the Republic change the Empire. Now I want to see the flip side. And I want the Bad Batch to kind of get thrown into there and have to deal with it.
Okay. I like that. I think that would be really fun.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, I think that it's also the same narrative. One of the things that I want to see is kind of like the flip side of, because we're kind of seeing the growth and the rise of the Empire in its early stages, but I also want to see kind of like the rebellion. You know what I mean? Like what's going on with that? You know, and what are the rebels doing? And you know, Mon Mothma, some of the other people that are involved in the early parts of, you know, the Rebels history. It would be kind of cool to see the flip side a little bit with that too. So we'll see what happens. Now, have you guys seen the animation that was unused for Boba Fett versus Bane? Have you guys not seen that?
What?
You guys haven't seen that
Wait,
yet? Okay. So it was unused for Clone Wars. I'm gonna share it because I don't think maybe you guys haven't seen it. Maybe you have, and maybe I'm just saying it terribly wrong.
Yeah.
Here, let me go to YouTube.
I mean,
All right, here it is. This was unused.
The kindness of others. We all
We
depend
have
on
to
it
watch an ad.
when we need
Of
help.
course.
Okay.
Bane!
So this is what I want to see.
I wouldn't be so
Oh.
hasty now, boy.
Let them go, Bane. This isn't their fight anymore.
Always fighting for those in need. That's a quick way to wind up poor or dead.
So this was just unused for. Can't remember
No
what
more
season
innocent
it was.
people are going to die.
they
All
just
be
never
locked
used
up, all live in fear.
Looks like your little insurrection has failed. Now surrender, and I'll let your friends walk away.
I say, they give the kid his shot.
So that's it. Just you and me then. Boba Fett.
I guess it is.
tension is amazing.
They got that Clint Eastwood feel. I love it.
So, that's what I want to see in Bad Batch season 2.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like, if you guys ever wanted to know how he got the dent in his helmet, apparently that's kind of what they were going to do. Now, in Bad Batch season 1, there was a similar scene where they did that with Hunter, and it was Crosshair, where they kind of have this showdown. So I don't know if they were just, I don't know if this is scrapped and they're not going to do anything with it, but seeing that we already seen Cad Bane, you know, make an appearance, I'm like, this has to happen. Please use this. I think it would be amazing. So
Okay.
It's
I would
definitely
love
like
if
that
it.
Western Clint Eastwood style. I love
yeah.
it. The tension was. Sorry.
no,
No,
you're
no,
good.
no. So I was thinking, take that scene, replace the miner and the other bounty hunter with Omega and another of the Bad Batchers, and have Boba come, because we know that Boba has a place in his heart for the other clones. We've
Yeah.
seen that in the Clone Wars when we did the whole Mace arc with him.
Yeah.
And so if Cad Bane were to use his sister and another of the clones of his father
Yeah.
as bait, and it would add a lot of depth to Boba's character.
That would be fun. I think that would be cool, man. So that's what I want. Do I get everything I want in life? No, but you know,
No.
if I could pick one thing for season 2 for Bad Batch, I think that would be amazing. Oh my god, I can't remember what season it was for Clone Wars that this was supposed to be in, but it was unused footage that they just never used. So I hope that they consider using it with how popular it is. So let's go on to our next question. Everybody answered the last one, right? I have to make sure. I'm pretty sure you guys did. Good. Hopes and thoughts for Lando show.
Oh yeah.
I want a poster, at least, just a crumb of something that they're playing it.
Yeah. That would be
Anything.
nice. Poster. JJ, what about you? What do you want?
First of all, we don't know if it's Donald Glover or Billy D. I don't think
Yeah.
that's confirmed, right? So
No.
I want both, sort of like
Yeah.
a flashback to his younger days, to
Yep.
back to being older Lando, anything. But I have soft spot Glover for Childish Gambino since his
Oh, yeah.
Community days. So it's like this crush I've had on him forever. So I need
Yeah.
him to be at least some sort of involvement from, especially like back from the Solo movie.
Yeah.
But also Billy D is such classic Lando too.
Yeah.
And like Pat said, I'm like, just give me anything, like a picture, a news that says
Something.
confirmed by this, that this is happening. And it's like, it's just a title right now. And it's,
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's sort of both actors sort of playing off each other through flashbacks, flash forwards, current story. I don't know. So,
It would make sense. I hope that they do that.
right.
So- Space Gal, what about you? What are your thoughts on Lando show?
Well, I just want to know what they're going to touch base on. Like,
Yeah.
we haven't since what? Like, we saw when he's older. We had him
Yeah.
we had him, when he handed over Han and all that. And it's just
Yeah.
like, what are they going to touch base on? Because after that, he's just a smuggler. He was helping Luke, find, I just want to know what their storyline is going to be.
Yeah.
Truly.
Agreed.
And
I think.
honestly,
Yeah. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was gonna say it will be kind of interesting to see how he gathered the troops for the final showdown with the Final Order too, because
Yeah.
they sort of just show up at the movie. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Rise of Skywalker. It just rushes to everything, and so much
Yeah.
nuance and detail is lost, and he's almost there like a fan service. So it'd be
Yeah.
kind of nice to like see him actually build that army. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
when he says there's more of us, how did they get to that point? Like I
Right.
want to know that. How is he
Yeah.
mobilizing all of these people to show up
Yeah.
to battle the Sith? I don't know.
Maybe that could be like a end point of the show. I
Right.
think that like filling in little gaps, that would be fun. I think it's they better do a thing of like past and present. I feel like that just makes sense. Another thing I kind of want is, and I mean, again, you know, not every Star Wars character has to be an amazing fighter or, you know, Jedi or bounty hunter. So it'd be, you know, again, you know, if they're doing something different where this is more of the smooth talk, more of the charming, you know, smuggler type show, that's fine too. But I've always felt like Lando never did too much, you know, in the original trilogy. So I want to see him have that badass moment where he's got like the you know, smuggler outfit on and he's rampaging and going crazy and like, who is this Lando? Like, what were you doing in your younger years? Like, I want to see a moment like that. I think it'd be really cool where it's like something so different that we haven't seen, where it's like he's almost hiding this persona of himself. You know, I think that would be an interesting side, like a Batman-ish kind of thing. You know, he's the rich, you know, smooth guy. I've mentioned this with like Han Solo and Lando before. They're like the same character except one does it better. You know, and that's Lando, where he's, you know, they're kind of the same, but he's just a little smoother, you know. But I want to see this other side to him that we haven't seen so far, you know, in current media, which I just think would be really cool. So we'll see what happens. Pat, did you already? Yeah, go ahead.
I already went, but like, I really want to see at some point Rebel General Lando, because that is besides on the first one, that's my favorite outfit of Lando. He looks so good. But if you I don't know if you guys have played Battlefront 2, I've seen the playthrough, but just the cinematics in that with Lando and the playthrough as Lando as a general is just amazing. And what we see in Return of the Jedi of him being leading the charge on the Death Star 2 is just so great. I would love to see Lando have his own commando team or something, like, and we get like snapshots of that, because that would be fun.
Yeah, I think just other moments for something different with this character, I think would be refreshing for the show. But still, he's the smoothest guy in the galaxy, so I think that has to be there. But still, a little something that's like, wow, this took me by surprise with this character, I think would still be fun. It doesn't have to be so extravagant, you know what I mean? Like, not everything has to be so dark, but at the same time, something different is also refreshing, you know, with the character. If he's going to get his own show, I think that would be really fun.
And he's there for all of these conflicts and all of these wars and all of these rebellions and all of these different things that are happening. I'm sure there's more to it than just charm to get through the war. You know what I mean? So it's just maybe, like you said, seeing him sort of like a general, like a military command, something like that, sort of just shows off more of his brawn, more so than the charm. Sort of mix of both, which, again, for the characters, it works, and there's a potential there. So I hope they realize it. I just hope they give us something, at least a date, a year, 2023, 24. What do we? Anything?
I would. Yeah, we need a little something. Hopefully they drop some stuff soon. I feel like for 2022 we'll be getting a little more updates here soon. And Smokey Kenobi, good job, buddy. Everyone in the chat, be sure to go and follow all my friends from TikTok. I'll be sure to share you guys' pages here soon. I'm going to put two questions together because this is two things that are coming out for 2022. So, number one, we've had a few delays for the Skywalker saga for Lego. I'm a huge Star Wars Lego fan, and I'm excited for this game because you get to play through every movie, which is going to be crazy, at least in the Skywalker saga. So what are you guys' thoughts on Skywalker saga for Lego? And this is getting into Kenobi. This is the second part. What draws Obi-Wan out of Tatooine? So, you know, if Vader and Obi-Wan are going to be fighting, there's no way in hell it's going to be on Tatooine, because he's there for a purpose, to watch after Luke, you know, because that's their last hope, essentially, right? So what do you guys think will draw him out of Tatooine? You know, like, if it's so important for him to be there, it's got to be really important for him to leave. What do you guys think that would be? So, Space Gal, I'll have you start that one off. Skywalker saga, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Like to not play them. You can hit me for that, but nah, I'm good. But on regarding Obi-Wan, I just want to, like, I don't know. There's like, he's still Force sensitive, right? He hasn't shut himself off the Force, right? We don't know that though.
Right. Yeah.
But like, again, the Inquisitor who is coming, I I just want to really see the show. I don't see, unless there's Corky, which I highly doubt.
Yeah.
That could be draws him out, or it could be that Luke, Sith could be like finding Obi-Wan because he is force sensitive, and to save Luke, he has to leave for a bit.
Right.
Multiple possibilities.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, that's what all I think. So
Okay.
nothing.
I'm so sad you're not excited for Lego.
Well,
I'm messing with you.
Physically build them, but when I used, playing the games, I sometimes okay, run faster.
Right. I feel you. I get that.
That's funny.
JJ, what about you for our 2 questions? Are you excited for Skywalker Saga? And then what do you think draws Obi-Wan out of Tatooine?
So in terms of Star Wars Lego, video games in general, I am terrible at it. Terrible. I want to be good at video games. I'm bad at video games. I've only played 3 games in my life. Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Mario. And Jedi Fallen Order on story mode. And I had my husband help me with tough levels. That were just, it wasn't going to happen. So because I wanted the story. So
yeah.
Am I going to get the Rise of Skywalker Lego game? Definitely.
Yeah.
Just to have it, just to try it, because I want to be good at these things that I'm so not.
Totally understand.
And I bought, and I have it near me because I was just working on it. This is my first Lego set. I got the little Ahsoka and the little throne on Mandalore, which
Yep.
I was so happy about that one. It comes with
the Darth Maul. Yeah, it's so fun. I have that one too.
Oh, I love it so much. That's my experience with Lego so far. So I just sort of excited, but I'm like, am I gonna jump out of my skin for it? No, I want the Jedi Fallen Order sequel now, like yesterday. That's where my head is at. As far as what draws out Obi-Wan out of Tatooine, because I was just on another podcast a few weeks ago, and this was a whole discussion.
Yeah.
Because there is no way that Obi-Wan is gonna invite any sort of force ability, knowledge, anything that's going to draw out Palpatine and Vader. It's not going to happen. So whatever he does, it has to be drawn out of Tatooine.
Yeah.
It could be something huge, like chasing an Inquisitor out or following a lead, or it could be picking up supplies, something stupid like that.
Right.
And he's going to leave baby Luke in care of somebody else. They could go one or the other way. I'm sure it's going to be something huge. I don't doubt it. What could it be? What could draw him out? Because he can't use force to sense danger coming. Otherwise, he's inviting other force users. That's what I think. If I'm wrong, please correct me. So
no, you're good.
Unless he has a vision, from Anakin, I can't think of anything else because there's no content in between New Hope and Revenge of the Sith. Not that I know of. So please enlighten me.
Yeah, no, for sure. You bring up some good points. Pat, what about you, man? What are your thoughts on these 2 questions?
Well, I am a huge Lego Star Wars fan.
Okay.
I think it had been my most played game as a kid.
Okay.
On the DS. And so I am excited to have the entire saga now. And I was just reading up on it again today, and it just sounds amazing. And I really hope, because now that Lego is starting to make the Lego characters actually speak in their games and the movies, that we can get some things. And it sounds like it may be a little more open world than it has in the past.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's going to be fun. So I cannot wait for it to come out, if it ever comes out, with all the delays.
Like 3 delays, I'm pretty sure, right? It's been crazy.
I think so. Yeah, no. And so I'm definitely getting that. And then for the Obi-Wan, I am the theory I have, and it started in a chat with a live on TikTok with another of my mutuals and friends, is that we know that Obi-Wan is learning how to become a Force ghost, and he's having that conversation with Qui-Gon, and we know from Clone Wars that to get that knowledge and ability, Yoda had to leave the Jedi Temple. He had to go to the where the Force priestesses are, and so I'm thinking that Obi-Wan has gotten to that stage where in his training where he's
Yeah.
going to have to leave Tatooine. He goes to the priestess. They go put him through the trials, but instead of like Yoda, where he goes to a Sith planet and he fights visions, the
Yep.
priestess say, "You have to fight. There's something out there that you have to face."
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm thinking, I have in my head that Obi-Wan thinks that Anakin is dead, that Vader is not alive.
Yeah.
So he gets this mission from the Force Priestess that there's something out there he has to face. It's
Yep.
part of his trials. And as he's going along, he meets Inquisitors or Stormtroopers, and he hears the name Vader.
Yeah.
And he knows
Yeah.
the name Vader from the security holograms. You know that's Anakin's Sith Lord name, and
Yep.
so that starts the whole series.
I like that. Now, as I was listening to you guys, there's an idea that came into mind for all of this. Number one, let me talk about Lego. Yes, I'm excited. I already pre-ordered the game. I've spent a lot of money on Star Wars Lego stuff this year, which is insane. So yes, I'm excited for it. Hopefully, it doesn't get delayed again for a fourth time. That would suck. But getting on to the topic of Obi-Wan Kenobi, here's the thing though. You guys remember in Rebels, like he was on Tatooine when he fought
Mhm.
Maul, that
Mhm.
very last fight. So it is very possible that he does stay there. And he's like, no, I can't leave, because I have to look after Luke. So he didn't leave during that time. There's this other part of me that holistically believes his encounter with Vader isn't going to be a physical fight. I think it could
Yeah.
be something that's happening within the Force. Plus, you think back to New Hope, what Vader said. He was like, the last time we met, I was but the student. Now I am the master. So therefore, if he's meeting Vader again, Vader's not a student. He's off doing his own thing. You know what I mean? Like he's the Sith Lord. So that makes me think, when I think back to that moment in New Hope, like, well, if Vader's saying that, then I feel like this confrontation may be more of this spiritual, physical, Force thing than anything else. Where, again, like what you were saying, Pat, he has to face his fear, and I think he's going to get knocked the hell out in his fear, because this was a student of his, this was his brother, and I think he's going to lose in this physical, well, not physical, but this Force battle between himself and Vader, wherever it is, like some Force planet or wherever he's going, to kind of face this fear of he has to confront Vader at some point. But you also mentioned something about Qui-Gon, and him learning to kind of be a Force ghost. What I want is for him to be doing this on Tatooine every night and failing at learning how to commune with Qui-Gon, but it's like a campfire thing. So he's sitting down, meditating. It's like a campfire, and it's not until the very last episode of the show that we see Qui-Gon, and that's the moment that he nailed it, where he learned how to commune with his, dead master. I think that would just be so cool, where you see him trying to work on it so much throughout the show, but it's not until the very last episode during this, very chill, laid back campfire moment on Tatooine that he actually nails it, and that's when we see Qui-Gon. So that's what I want. Any thoughts that you guys want to share before we move on?
Well,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, you quoted the New Hope when he says, "Last time we saw each other, I was but a student, you were but a master." But also, I'm kind of curious. The line, "I haven't felt this presence since." Since when? So I'm kind of curious. That void right there between Revenge and New Hope. There is a meeting somewhere, maybe whether it's a physical meeting or somewhere within the Force between them, that they might draw him out of Tatooine for a moment, because I can't imagine Obi-Wan risking using too much Force on Tatooine as he's trying to converge with Qui-Gon. That'll be a tough one. I'm trying not to kind of fill my expectations too much on this. You know what I mean? Especially because there's not a lot of content in between. We all have our own kind of speculations on it, so it's tough.
Yeah.
Going off that quote, we have to also think about perspective. Is he talking about perspective from Anakin and Obi-Wan, or Vader and Obi-Wan? Because he was a student as Vader when he first battled as Vader and now this is years later. He's getting to a point where he could challenge Sidious.
Maybe that's true. I guess we'll find out, man. We will find out. But I think a lot of it is perspective, and then, yeah, man, I just don't know. But I know it's going to be exciting, whatever's going to happen. I feel like something's going to give us a curveball for sure within the show, you know?
I just have to say, though, I want Liam Neeson's voice to appear as soon as possible, because Qui-Gon is my favorite.
Yes.
Qui-Gon is my favorite character.
Yeah, man.
And so I just, if they wait for the last minute, I will be like, we could have had so much more.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. Travis Mitchell asked too. Sorry. What did he ask? He asked something about Crimson Reign, the comic. Yeah, so like the Shadow Collective. I think that would be cool. I heard some rumors about like a Maul series. I don't know if that's an actual thing that's happening, but I did hear something that there's potential for like an animated Maul series, which I think would be really interesting. I don't know how the Shadow Collective would play into Obi-Wan, but I mean, it's possible because maybe Kira's still around during that time, and we don't know like if she met her demise during this time or not. So there's potential that we could see that as well. I don't know, but that's a good question as well. JJ, what were you gonna say?
I wasn't. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
My cat's a little restless. They always are. I lost my train of thought, to be honest with you. It was something about. Oh no, I'm back. Back to the Obi-Wan thoughts, and my biggest excitement about the Obi-Wan show is the fact, just like Ahsoka, he's finally the main character.
Yeah,
he's one of my favorite. He's my top 5 favorite characters ever. So he's always been serving another character. I want to see more of him, and I'm hoping that presence of Vader, even Qui-Gon, doesn't take away from that. You know what I mean? I want this to be Obi-Wan series, his journey post Revenge of the Sith, because he's going to be troubled quite a bit, not seeing what has happened. A lot of trauma from Order 66. He's a glorified babysitter for a Force-sensitive child that everybody wants to kill. So there's just a lot to cover there, and that's what I'm most excited. Just watching him interact with young Luke, protecting him, shutting himself off from the Force. So I'm hoping that Vader thing doesn't distract too much, just like Thrawn distracting too much from Ahsoka. So I think they all have space and place in the Star Wars, but right now it's just the fact that I'm getting Obi-Wan as a main character.
Yeah, we'll take that any day, man. Any day.
Exactly.
Next question for you guys is, this is kind of getting into the Mandalorian season 3, but kind of one question that we can speculate, and I've mentioned this a few times during different streams. So the question is, do you guys think that Grogu is going to pull a Empire Strikes Back? And what I mean by that is with Luke Skywalker, and you guys can play on this narrative any way you think. I want to hear you guys' response, but think of Luke when in Empire, he left his training with Yoda because he sensed his friends were in danger, right? And he didn't complete his training.
Right.
And he ended up losing an arm and finding out his dad was Darth Vader. But, you know, my prediction for season 3, or could be going into season 4 as well, of The Mandalorian, is I wonder if Grogu is going to pull an Empire Strikes Back similar to Luke, where he senses something is wrong, something's going on with Din. He can feel that in the Force because of his connection with him. And who else would better understand that than Luke? Because he did the same thing with the same species, you know, that was his master many years ago. But I want to hear from you guys. What do you think? Do you think that could be a narrative that they play on in season 3 at some point, where Grogu senses something's wrong and he needs to leave his training with Luke Skywalker? Anyone feel free to pitch in.
I have a hot take. I think we're done with Grogu for a while.
Really? Okay.
I think we're done with him. I think it's time for Din to be the main character of his own show, and we focus on the throne, on the Mandalore. Yeah. His struggle with Nasatine, with Bo-Katan. So that's going to be the main struggle of that season. And I'm finally looking forward to Din Djarin being main character. I think we're done with Grogu for at least a couple of seasons. But if we do, we may get like a little snippet here and there.
Yeah.
It shows them maybe with Luke Skywalker and young Ben Solo, maybe almost like a fan service type of thing.
Okay.
So I think that would be cool, but as long as, again, it's not distracting from Din Djarin. So
Okay.
that's my hot take.
She's like, I know Grogu's a moneymaker, but I think we're done with him just for a little bit.
But I think we're done. They're going to retire him for about at least a season.
Okay. Space Gal, what about you? I know you were like the Mandalorian. I know the Mando is very near and dear to your heart. So what are your thoughts on this?
Besides, it's just that I'm so sick of Jedi. I really am.
Yeah. Yeah.
I am done with about the Jedi. We always hear about the Jedi. Get another aspect of another culture, another creed, another guild, another aspect of how they're handling the situation.
Yep.
Outer Rim. We haven't really been in the Inner Rim. That's for another time. But I'm just like learn more about Mandalore for sakes. I mean, we have gone to other planets, but I mean, to reestablish, the whole throne and everything. I would like to see the concept. Yeah, we can get snippets of Grogu, who can miss his father. Like that meme. I don't know if you all saw that meme where it goes, I'm not going to be a Jedi. I'm going to be like a Mandalore.
I've seen that one.
Yeah, that one. It's genius. And I'm like, well, yeah, because it's always about the Jedi. And I'm like, please refrain. Just refrain for a bit, please. That's all.
I can feel that. All right. I'm feeling the vibes here. Everyone's like, we love Grogu, we love Jedi, but let's, and it is, you're right. It is refreshing to see something because Star Wars is so Jedi centric that when you get something that's not that, it's like, that's why everyone really dug, Rogue One, where it was like, oh my God, this is amazing. You know what I mean? It was so different from anything else that we'd seen before, which I still hold to this. I feel like Rogue One and Solo really set the tone for The Mandalorian. If you feel like just the way the vibe was, I really feel like they set the bar for stuff that was coming after that. That's another conversation. But still, I agree with you on that, where it is kind of refreshing to get something that's
new,
outside of the norm. So I feel that for sure. Pat, what about you?
Especially about Creed part. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Yep. For sure.
Well, I'm going to continue the vibes and say, hold off on Grogu for a couple seasons.
Yay!
because as much as I love Grogu and I love his relationship with Din, I really want to see more pure Mandalorian culture come in.
Yeah.
And we already know that the Mandalorian culture was so heavily influenced by the relationship with the Jedi. So there's gonna be snippets of Jedi no matter what we do with Mandalorian. I just want to focus on Din now finding himself in the predicament he is.
Yeah.
And especially coming from a perspective that was like a cult.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So for however long this series is going to go on, I would love to have Grogu off training with Luke, and then maybe in a season or two, come back with a lightsaber, and he's now different, and now there's a dynamic that Din and Grogu now have to figure out, because he's not the same Grogu that left, and that would be an interesting story, but give us that time.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit of time, and then watch all of us be wrong. Like season 3 is all about Grogu, right? Like what?
Which would suck.
Grogu is the Mandalore.
Right. All along, man. It's all been Grogu. He is the Mandalore. Right.
Too bad we've seen Pedro Pascal's face, but imagine we haven't, and you take. Oh God.
And it's just Grogu, man. That's it.
It's just Grogu. And the thing is, like, they could do an entire a season of Grogu adventures at the Coruscant, and a little. I don't want to curse, but a little S just running around the library and trying to figure out how to escape the Order 66, and.
Oh man,
that could be a whole series.
That would be an animated show I would watch.
Yeah,
in a heartbeat. It'll be cute. It'll be funny, and they don't even have to talk. You could just make noises for 7 episodes. I'll watch it. No doubt.
I would love that. I'm all about that, man. Now, next question for you guys is really, what are some other things that you are excited for in terms of Star Wars media? Whether it's books, whether it's other shows, movies, figurines, whatever. You guys feel free to share. And if you're like, I can't really think of anything, that's fine too. But on that narrative, what are things in the world of Star Wars that you guys are excited for? Space Gal, I'll let you kick it off. What are you looking forward to?
Like I'm excited for the future shows, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But there's something I want to come back, and I don't know if you all know about it. It's a Boba Fett video game that was supposed to come out in 2013 called Star Wars 1313. Have any seen it? Yeah.
Wait, what's it called?
I've heard of that. I don't know any other information besides the name.
Star Wars 1313. Sorry, I'm just moving around in my chair because my cat is like around my feet somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, I know this struggle. It's a canceled action adventure video game. Oh.
The concept art for it, Boba Fett looks jacked. Like, it's in between where he like still has Django's color armor.
Yeah.
Okay, but like it was a first person game where you were Boba Fett and you go around and do all these like side pieces job. I hope with the Boba Fett show that's coming, they could reignite this video game that's going to hopefully come out. Now that one I will play, most definitely. But if you if you find it.
Yeah, I'm looking for it now. I think there's like video footage.
Yeah, there seems to be a E3 demo full gameplay on it. Star Wars 1313. It looks really cool. I mean, at least from the images. I may have to watch this offline when we're done. So.
Yeah, I love the concept. Whoever does the concept art did a fabulous job, but unfortunately something happened and then they like canceled from doing it. So I was hoping, I would hope with the new show that would be something in the future that they will release, because there's loopholes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Star Wars 1313. Is there like a specific video? Maybe it's this one. I don't know.
I'm not.
Is it a fan video or official?
I don't know. This kind of looks Star Wars 1313 gameplay footage, canceled LucasArts game.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've never heard about that. That's awesome. You're teaching me things.
Seriously, me too.
Maybe this is it. Here, I'll try to put it on and see.
Is it?
I'm curious. Is this it?
It looks like.
I just don't see Boba Fett in it. I just see like
I've seen some pretty sorry excuses for transports in my time. This has got to be the saddest rust bucket I've ever set foot in.
I've seen worse. Hell, I've lived in worse.
But if it's so dangerous where we're going, why aren't we taking your ship to get there? I mean, is this thing even armed?
We needed something less obvious.
I'm gonna skip through really quick.
Oh, that's the concept art.
That is beautiful.
Wow.
Wow.
My favorite part, of course, has not been the top layer. It's always been the aesthetic of the lower layer.
What the hell? I've seen that image. I've seen one of these before. Wow. What? Star Wars 1313. What
That
the
looks
heck?
amazing.
What? I've seen some of those images before and just never knew that was what it was.
I think I've seen that Boba image floating around for sure. I didn't know it was part of the canceled game.
Dude, what the hell? That's crazy. So I would I would hope they would bring that into an actual game, man. That's amazing.
So you're telling me that we're getting we got a KOTOR remake, but they didn't do anything more with the 1313?
Right.
That is a good point.
God.
And I love the Knights. You have a point, yeah.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I mean, one thing I would be looking forward to is something like that would be great. The Switch. So I play on the Nintendo Switch. Fridays. By the way, I do video game streaming here on YouTube, so definitely tune into that. But one of the things I love the Switch does is they've been reviving a lot of the older, Star Wars games. So it's been fun for me to replay through some of that stuff. The Jango Fett game, I never played it back in the day. So I really hope that they bring that on the Switch, because it's called Star Wars Bounty Hunter. I don't know if you guys ever played it, but it's about Jango Fett.
I've heard about that. Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So I really want to play that. But this Star Wars 13 looks, I'm like, dude, why not? Like, that looks amazing. So
The concept art is sick.
yeah, that's crazy. Anything else out there that you guys are looking forward to, like books, toys, movies?
Andor.
Oh yeah, Andor.
I told you, I am a separatist sympathizer, and he is my separatist boy, and I just need, because he's such an interesting character. Because in the Clone Wars,
Yeah.
we only see corporation, being any humanoid or organic that we see on the side of the separatists in the military
Yeah.
is part of a corporation.
Yeah.
Or something the corporation brought in. But Andor, I believe, Cassian was a human insurrectionist that was funded by the separatist movement, and that brings in a whole bunch of politics and dynamics.
You were committed to the separatist stuff, man. I love it.
I think I'm going to need to make a separatist logo hat just
Right.
because.
I love that, man. You put a store up, I'll buy your merch. I'll buy your
Yeah.
merch. You got it, man.
That's
I
funny.
mean, also the Acolyte, dude. I think that's gonna be.
that was gonna be my number one pick.
Okay, I'll let
Acolyte.
you share. I'll let you share.
No, I mean, I'm just echoing off of you.
Yeah.
Like I said, we don't have enough Sith stories. Like Space Gal said, I'm sick of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Beat it
Yeah.
over. Like, just pause for like a minute. Give me
Yeah.
some. Give me. I would even take Knights of the Old Republic. I know it's sort of regressing back in the storytelling, but I just don't care at this point. Like, that's why I'm like, I don't want Grogu. I don't
Right.
want another Jedi. I don't care about any of that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to Acolyte. I'm looking forward to Lando.
Yeah.
Ahsoka and Obi-Wan for emotional, more sentimental reasons, more so than like anything else.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
Jedi Fallen Order sequel. I'm sorry, God, I love that game so much. I think that game is better like written than a lot of Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Which
I've watched the playthrough. I haven't played it, but I've seen the
Oh.
playthrough of it, and it's amazing.
I played it like it's on story mode because I am completely useless. I just don't play games.
Well,
But
at
it's
least you
so
can be.
well written.
At least you're honest.
I am. I'll be dead on. But I wanted to play it because it looked cool. Like I saw Trilla in a commercial, and I'm like,
Yeah.
villain. That's all I care
Yeah.
about. So,
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, I'm freshly getting into High Republic, so
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
forward to kind of getting into all of those books. I have a lot of them on audio. I was recommended audio on a lot of them.
Yes.
I have Marvel Unlimited, so I have like literally all of the High Republic comic books. I got through most of them. I think I have 4 more to go through. And that's kind of where I'm at. Sort of Jedi Fallen Order, the TV shows, and Taika Waititi trilogy at some point.
Yeah, get a little more information on that would be great for sure.
I am ready
Yeah.
for Star Wars to be weird for like a minute.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Humorous.
Weirder than it has been.
Weirder.
And but it's in the galaxy, so it makes sense that you would do something that's out there. You know what I mean? Like Star Wars is the place where you can.
Maybe it doesn't take. Maybe make a movie that doesn't take itself so seriously.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Maybe insert a little bit of humor because it's
Yeah.
kind of a dark story in a lot of ways, and
Yeah.
sort of like almost too emotional at times. I'm like, I'm ready for some humor to be injected into this world, and if anybody can make it metal, and if anybody can make it weird, it's gonna be Taika. So
I hope so. I was going to ask this question, and I actually took it out, but I think now that you mentioned that, I think it's necessary. I just got done listening to Dr. Aphra, the audio book, and it's so familiar to me because I've seen the audio comics. If they're going to do a comedy for Star Wars, it has to be her. Oh my God, that would be perfect. So I feel like, I mean, if you guys know her character, like I think she's like the best one that would really make the movie sell. So comedy for Star Wars, and imagine Vader's commentary, like telling her to be quiet, like, oh my God, it would just be amazing. So I think that's the way to go. Imagine still having intimidating Vader, but an annoyed Vader of having someone that's talking way too much that he has to work with. Oh God, I would love to see that.
So you're saying Vader is a straight man of a comic duo?
Right, exactly. That's what I mean, you know? Like, yeah, Dr. Aphra, man, that's what I want. I think she would be perfect for, like, a comedy. So,
you know that sound going around TikTok right now? Come join the dark side, you know.
That's going around now?
Yeah, it's everywhere. And I'm like, I keep picturing Vader doing that. I need more of that, like that sort of slapstick, almost comedy style. I think it would be fun, even if it's animated, so.
We know he has the dad jokes from Rogue One.
Oh yeah,
true. That's right. That's right. Good point.
So yeah, man, Dr. Aphra is my vote for comedy. And by the way, TikTok people, again, I am live on YouTube as well. We have guests joining us, so if I seem very tunnel vision, that's the reason why. But you guys can feel free to post questions if you have them, and I will definitely get to you. Or you're more than welcome to join the stream there as well. So our next segment is really fun. I love this. I started a series. This is our last segment, but it should be really fun. This is called Smash or Pass, the Star Wars edition. Oh, snaps. Boys and girls, buckle up. Smash or pass. So think of it as like you're going to go on a date with this person, right? You're going on a date. And or you're like, you have your phone. You know how like you swipe left for those. You know what I mean? Like, you know how those apps are, right? So think of Star Wars characters. So the first one, Smash or Pass, Padme Amidala.
Smash. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay. And you have to say why. You have to say why. Why or why not? JJ, you said that very fast. Why? Why do you go with Padme?
She's it's Padme Amidala.
Okay. Enough said. It's like, have you seen the woman's outfits? Have you seen her hairdos?
Palpatine feared her the most. So one of the main reasons right there, and she's very underrated in my opinion, and I don't think the movies treated her right. Plus Natalie Portman, she just portrays her really beautifully in my opinion. She's just badass.
Okay.
Overall
badass. I think everyone said Smash. That was okay. Space Gal. Why Padme?
I like a strong woman who can challenge me. How about that? Definitely.
Okay, I feel that. Pat, what about you, man?
I mean, most powerful woman in the galaxy who's an extreme activist and can get me onto the Senate floor.
Yeah.
So you can speak for the separatists.
Okay. You are committed to the separatist stuff, man. I love it.
The man's got an agenda. I love it.
He does.
Someone has to speak on the behalf.
Okay.
Your commitment is admirable. I have to say, like,
I would smash too. And she's, I love, the strong. I love having a strong female character. And then, hey, if Anakin can get with her, man, there's hope. Because come on, the shade that man got in Attack of the Clones was amazing. Oh my God, that was the best part of Attack of the Clones. So he's living proof that there's hope, man. He's living proof. So yeah, definitely smash. Next one is Anakin Skywalker. Oh.
No, pass.
I'm gonna
pass.
I'm gonna pass.
Okay, smash. Why do you guys say pass? Go ahead. I want to hear from y'all first. I would say smash, but I want to hear from you guys first. About why do you guys pass?
Emotional authority. I can't.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I cannot. Physically, my body recoils when I think about the dialogue in the prequel trilogy.
Okay.
Immediately, I just can't. Unless they do something differently in Obi-Wan and maybe Ahsoka's show, because I love Hayden Christensen. I think he's an okay looking dude, conventionally attractive, not really my type, but whatever. Like if they can just give him a good line of dialogue, maybe we'll cross into the smashing part, but for now, I'm in the pass zone. Plus the emotional outbursts, a little too much.
Okay. Everyone said pass. Pat, you too. All right, I'm alone here. I said smash on Anakin. Man, nostalgia. When I think of Anakin, I think of sipping Mountain Dew and having a good bro time for some strange reason. But also there's the emotional weirdness that's there. Like he can lash out at any moment. But I'm just, this is a one night thing, you know. So you know, I don't know, man.
She's like, no.
It's nostalgia for me, you know.
You may get stabbed like at any second.
I might get stabbed, but it's for the nostalgia's sake. I'm gonna take the risk. So there's that. Okay, so I was alone on that one. Our next one.
So I didn't get a chance to explain.
Oh yeah, Pat, go ahead.
So like Anakin, I would definitely love to hang out with Anakin.
Yeah.
But like, when it comes to anything more than that, I have my own dad issues going on.
Okay. So it's like, no,
I'm not doing. And we would be fighting all the time about Chancellor Palpatine.
Okay. So that's a hard pass from everyone else except for me. I guess I got some issues I need to work on. But it's purely nostalgia for me. I'm gonna say
all that means is you can relate to Padme, and that's
there we go.
That's very true.
That's not a bad person to relate to.
Although I have to say I question her logic because in Attack of the Clones, y'all remember like he killed like the men, the women, the children of Tusken Raiders, and this girl was still like falling for him. I'm like, what? How? What? That's craziness. Love makes you blind. Yeah. So there's that. So our next one is Smash or Pass, Ahsoka Tano. Oh, silence. And you have to say why.
I never thought of Ahsoka that way.
I hear that a lot.
No.
I have.
Because anytime that I have to, no. Oh boy.
That's complicated because like I've grown up. I grew up with Ahsoka. Technically, when she first came out, she was older than me.
Yeah.
And so to me, it's like, so on one frame of mind, we're age level. But now as I go back and watch the shows, it's that weird dissonance there.
It's like
and so
a big sister kind of a thing. That's hard for some people. I get that.
I would pass. I am attracted to her as in regards to like her intelligence, and you know, it's just that I was like, that little girl is a child still when I think
right. Okay.
And that's what it is. It's like watching Game of Thrones with Arya Stark in season 8.
Okay. Yeah, that's weird. I get that.
It don't sit right with my spirit. So it's like, to me, Ahsoka was a teenager for so long. You know what I mean? All of a sudden in season 8, she's sort of an adult.
Yeah.
But to me, she was always like this 15, 16-year-old, and all of a sudden we have a glimpse of her as an adult. Like I haven't been with her long enough as an adult, and I think that's what kind of weirds me out on answering that one. So
I feel that. Interesting. I'm gonna pass because I'm gonna smash, not pass. Sorry, I'm going to smash because I think of Rosario Dawson.
That's different.
You guys are thinking animation here. You're stuck in Clone Wars time. All right? I'm thinking grown lady. Ahsoka.
Okay, all right, fair.
I grew up with her too, but I'm just saying, you know, I have
Rosario is beautiful.
Okay, so that's what I'm thinking of. That's a smash for me. Okay, so I'm alone on the first two votes, guys. I'm alone. People in the chat, I want to hear your votes as well. Next one is Lando Calrissian.
Smash. I mean, what?
That was fast. Wow.
I'm sorry.
All right, everyone, explain why, please.
I mean, the guy's smooth. Why would he went from smuggler from gambler to smuggler.
Yep.
To director of entire mining facility to rebellion hero.
Yeah.
And you know he has some wealth stored away to keep up with and stuff, and you know he's keeping himself good.
Yeah.
And so it would just be a fun time with him, and he would treat you right.
That's true. Space Gal's face, I feel like it said a lot. You were contemplating.
I would definitely smash. He's a smooth criminal. Let's just put it that way.
Okay. And I mean, come on, you think about Donald Glover. You know what I
Oh.
mean? Like, see
yeah.
that lady's like, oh yeah, see, that's enough. That's enough right
That's
there.
it. That's it. He's so good looking to me in the Solo movie that it's
Yeah.
distracting almost. It's distracting.
He steals the scene. He steals the scene.
He
So
really
JJ,
does.
that's a smash for you.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. Even with that, let's even remove Donald Glover because I've loved him since Community days. I don't know if you guys have seen Community.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and he's awesome in it. He's incredible, so funny. But like Billy D plays him with such charm, and like you said, he's also a criminal. So there's that almost not a villain factor. I don't want to use that word. A betrayal of
Anti-hero. Yeah,
anti-hero, which
Yeah.
I'm always drawn to those characters in general. Period. So,
Yep.
and then you add the charm factor, the intelligence.
Yeah.
And being good looking helps too. So it's like a mix of different things. And then all of a sudden, freaking Donald Glover's playing him. And I'm like, okay. All right.
Yeah, man.
A couple of notches up.
This is one we all agree on. I would say smash as well because I feel like he's the kind of guy that's like, he's gonna cook good breakfast for you. You're gonna have a good time. You know what I mean? He's gonna smell good. He's gonna have a nice cape. You're gonna eat right. You know what I mean? It's gonna be a good time. So you know what I mean? That's.
Someone asked me like if I'm inviting anybody to like a Thanksgiving dinner, I'm like I'm inviting Lando for the conversation and for the wine. He's bringing nice wine. That's who he is. So
and he's gonna let you try on those capes, so you get to feel what it's like
100%.
to be him.
It won't be a cheap date. You're gonna have a good time for sure. So
the capes are part of the capes are part of foreplay.
Absolutely right. Our next one is Bo-Katan. Smash or pass?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I guess I haven't really thought about this one.
I haven't thought about that one.
I would say smash, but then I don't know how she would react to me. It's like that's a thing that's like entirely on her.
Yeah. I'm gonna pass, man. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Okay. Both. Okay. Animated Bo-Katan, I'm gonna pass.
Yeah.
Kate's is this Sackhoff?
Yeah, Katie Sackhoff. Yeah.
Smash.
Okay. Yeah, you got me there. Yeah. I agree.
I love her so much that.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I nearly had a stroke when she was cast as Bo-Katan, and she looks perfect as. So it's like maybe I have a weird thing about the cartoons.
Yeah, I feel you.
It's a no for me. I have a hard time getting in that.
I feel you. I mean, I love Katie Sackhoff so much. Like, she was recently in a Christmas Hallmark movie, and I was so excited about it. I was like,
She was?
Katie
right.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, yeah, I agree with you on that notion. Like, animated, no. Katie Sackhoff, live action, yeah.
Definitely.
So, it goes two ways for me. What about Space Cow, Pat?
I'm just going to pass.
It's just because I feel bad for Bo-Katan. I do, because she's always hated by a lot of fans for whatever reason, but she's the only one trying to restore Mandalore. I don't see anybody hiding out in their coverts, not trying to get picked off because of their Beskar. I mean, I'm more to respect her, so I would have to pass. Not respect, but I just would pass. I can't.
Yeah. It's hard to see her in that light. I get that for sure.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair.
I would smash just because some training episodes might be fun.
Oh, okay. Do elaborate. What do you mean by that? Some training exercises, you say, huh? Okay.
I am no elaborate.
Okay.
That's
fair
too
enough.
funny.
Okay. All right. So that works, man. I think it's kind of a split here with Bo-Katan on rather smash or pass. The next one is Captain Rex, smash or pass.
Again, I have a thing with no cartoon thing.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. So I'm gonna pass. I don't have a cartoon kink for characters. It's just not my personal thing. That's kind of where this is going. When I
feel you.
Thinking about these answers.
Yeah.
That is a pass for me too, just because Rex just seems more like the older brother type.
Yeah, and that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Not because I'm sure he's like a good-looking guy. It's Samir Morrison, you know what I mean? But I think he would be. I mean, yeah, I'm sure he's got feelings for girls and whatnot or wherever, you know what I mean? But I don't know. It's hard to see him in that light. It's hard to see him in that light. You know, he's a soldier. He's got that soldier mentality.
Right.
So, you know, it's kind of hard to see past that. And yeah, I would.
I mean, he definitely would take care of you. That's his personality. But
yeah, I feel like he'd be the guy that's like, you're gonna work out all the time when you just want to chill, and like I just want to watch a movie, Rex. That's it,
bro.
Like, I don't want to be at the gym for like 2 hours when this could be done in 30 minutes. Like, come on, man. Like, you know. So, yeah, it's a pass for me. That's a pass. Chosen Pumpkin says, I don't know. I respect Bo-Katan, but I feel there is a side of her that we will be shocked by. Like, she is ruthless and will kill Din for the Darksaber.
Yes, I believe her 100%.
I do think that we're going to see some conflict for sure within Mando season 3 between those two. I think that's something we didn't talk about earlier, but for sure I do see there's going to be some conflict. You know, obviously she's not going to be like, okay, now you have it. I have to hold your hand and teach you how to be the Mandalore. No, like this is something she's been working towards. So, but then there's also this part of Din, like it's an unwanted responsibility. Like
right.
he doesn't care for it. But I think that's the thing that makes him most qualified is like those not seeking power kind of are worthy of it in a sense. You know what I mean? And
right.
I wonder I want more notion of how she lost it. What was that battle between her and Moff Gideon? I think we need a little more history like between that, but you can be damn sure we're gonna have some conflict between her and Din for sure.
That might be the main conflict of the season 3, depending on how many episodes they do. Because again, even if Din doesn't want it, he's so committed to the cause and to what he's been given. You know what I mean? Yeah. If he's entrusted the Darksaber and to rule, he'll do it out of the sense of duty more so than the want and the need. I'm sure he just wants to go retire with Grogu on a beach and buy him cookies and do nothing all day. But he's so
let him go back to that shrimp planet.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely, man.
That's a good point.
Yes.
I think that would be cool. I would like that. Let him retire well, man. That'd be fun.
Exactly.
Our next character for Smash or Pass is Sabine Wren.
Pass.
Pass? Dang, that was a hard pass.
It's a child. It's a child.
Okay.
No, I mean, again, same Ahsoka energy. Like I sort of grew up with him being too young. So
yeah. And we haven't seen any other material with her a little bit older, so I agree.
I haven't personally, so
yeah. Same for you, Pat. Did you say pass?
Yeah, same reason because I was in college when
Rebels,
when I first watched Rebels. So
yeah, ask me this when Ahsoka comes out. Maybe my answer might be different, but as for now, it's definitely a pass for sure. I agree with that one. Next one is Migs Mayfield. You guys remember? Space Gal's face is like, what? No? You guys know who Migs is, right?
Yes. No.
I'm not familiar. Maybe I am. If I see a photo.
From The Mandalorian, he's Bill Burr's character. You
know?
We're talking one night extravaganza. That's a hard pass for Space Gal. Okay.
Depends how much I hate myself and how low or high self-esteem is that particular night. So
that's someone I'm making sure they get into the taxi.
Okay. Wait. They're getting in the taxi to go home with you, or you're sending them away?
Oh wait.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna say smash. Hear me out. Because if you're having a bad day and you're like, I need to go out on a date and have fun and drink some beer. I'm saying this guy, you know, you're gonna hear the craziest shit in the world. Like the jokes are gonna be out the wall. Like I feel like you're gonna have a good time. Like it might be raunchy at parts, but like if you just need to have a good laugh and you're like, I just need to kick it and loosen up, I think he's like one of the best guys to do it with. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's it. One night.
I give you. He's genuine. He is genuine.
That is
I give
true.
you that.
Yeah. So one night drinking beers, having a good time. You won't remember it in the morning, because you're going to be that hammered. But, I would say smash for that reason alone. But everyone else passes.
You know what? I have a weird thing for Bill Burr. So again, depending on how low my self-esteem is, then it's probably gonna be a smash.
It depends on the day for you. It depends on the day. Okay, gotcha. Who's our next character? Our next one is Rey Skywalker.
No.
Ooh, I can't. I don't know why. I can't. I'm gonna pass on Rey. I love her. I don't know why. I'm just very emotionally attached to her more than any other.
I feel that.
A lot of characters that have been out in a while. I'm very protective of her because of
I'm
all the
going to
discourse. Because of the discourse, I'm so protective of her. I cannot say smash. That's the only reason.
I feel you. I'm going to smash. I'm going to smash.
Daisy Ridley is very beautiful.
Daisy Ridley's gorgeous, man.
It is beautiful.
It would be one of those things of like, she strikes me as like, very genuine, very down to earth. Like, would be, you know what I mean? Like, that would be a fun date. Yeah.
I love that.
She seems sweet, you know what I mean? Like, it would be like, I see her as like the hero, but I'm like, she's good looking, and I feel like you would be safe. You know what I mean? Like, she'd be really nice and kind. So I would, yeah. I see you pulling. Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say Dark Ray smash.
Yeah,
definitely.
Oh, that's a yes for you, right, Pat?
Oh, for sure.
see, I'm a huge Rey fan, and I'm a huge Daisy Ridley fan. So if you would give me the time of day,
yeah,
just
definitely a smash.
Because my favorite scene in all of the sequels is how generally her face lights up when she does something that she thinks Han's gonna be proud of her.
Yeah,
and she's she is nerdy and she's geeky. She just would be just so fun, and I just feel like somebody I could like just be on level with. And of course,
I love that. That's a good description.
And she was Rey Skywalker was the first six-figure figure I ever collected. So we were talking about her.
So it's a smash for you and me both. A smash for you and me both. Okay. Both of the girls say no. Both of the guys say yes.
Well,
so.
Well, it's just that I just don't want to get electrified. That's all.
That's fair.
Gotcha. Hey, that adds, flavor. You know what I mean? Some people might like. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm fine with a little electrocution, just a little bit, little zap here and there. You know what I mean? That adds a little fuel to the night. You know.
If we have it. Oh.
I'm kidding. I don't want to die from electrocution, but I'm just saying, a little zap here and there. You know what I mean? That could,
zero kink shame in here.
It adds sparks. It adds sparks. You know what I mean?
I just because we talked about Lando. I just
had to bring him down
too. Gorgeous.
That is beautiful.
The cape says it all, man.
The cape is amazing.
So Space Cow, that's a pass for you. That's a pass. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Our next one, who's the next guy? I think. Oh yeah, Han Solo.
He's a total fuckboy, so smash.
Smash. Okay. All right, that's a smash.
Yeah.
Yeah, smash.
Smash. It's Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford.
Like, think of being in the Millennium Falcon. Like the places you could go. You know what I mean? Like, he's the kind of guy that's gonna take you to like a hole in the wall to eat, but it's damn good. Like, it's some taco place you never heard of, and you're like, what the hell is this? But it's amazing, and the drinks are great. You know what I mean? And like, you guys are gonna do some crazy shit, but it's gonna be a good time.
You make a shot. Who knows?
Exactly.
Han would definitely be the best tour guide of the galaxy, and he knows exactly exactly where to take you.
The best spots.
And, yeah. So no, that's a smash for me.
Definitely.
Okay, Space Gal.
Like, he's not gonna drop me off and maroon me on a planet afterwards or something, or lie, through the whole situation. I don't know. Maybe smash, maybe pass. I don't know. That's a hard one.
Okay.
See, I'm expecting some lies, but for him, I'll let it slide.
Yeah, right.
I'll just be thankful for like cab fare after it, and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I feel like the day could go either way because it depends on the person with Han. Like, either he's gonna give you like the greatest time, or if he's really annoyed with you, like someone that's very talkative, I could just see Han like being like such a jerk. You know what I mean? Like that's so Han. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
But at the same time, you know, yeah, I feel like you still have a good time. He's gonna show you around. He knows his way around the galaxy. So
He'll pretend to have a conversation with you, but he'll just wait for his turn to talk, but he won't
Right.
hear a single thing you said.
Exactly. Our last one. Our last one before the next guy one is Aura Singh. What do you guys think about her? Smash or pass?
Smash.
That's a pass.
It's a pass? Okay.
Are you?
Yeah.
Smash.
Yeah, smash. I'm a smash. Everyone agrees? Yeah. What about you, Space Gal?
Arya, who again? I'm sorry.
Aura Singh. She was kind of like Boba Fett's mentor. You know, she kind of took him in. She's like bald, but yet she has hair. She's really weird. You know?
Yeah.
Hot. I mean, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, smash.
Yeah.
All right, we all
Definitely.
agree. The
No, I
last
said
one.
pass. I said pass.
Last one I'm gonna leave. Oh, you gonna pass?
I did a pass.
Why are you passing?
Oh.
I'm curious.
She always rubbed me the wrong way. It's like I can't.
That's her.
She,
Yeah.
just,
Is that the problem? Because it wasn't the right way? Just kidding.
Oh, she just didn't rub me the right way. You know what I mean? So
I just give off vibes from her, and so
Okay.
she's not somebody I would even like approach.
okay.
She will definitely stab you mid thing. Yeah, definitely.
Right.
You're getting
Like
stabbed.
I feel like she's also the kind of girl that's like she's gonna play like she's into you, but
Oh,
she's
yeah.
gonna steal your wallet and your keys in the
And
midst
that's
of
gonna be
things.
if you're lucky. If you're
Right.
lucky.
I can see that.
If we're saying Han Solo might maroon you, she's gonna leave you in the bathtub of ice.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I can see that.
I can see that.
Last one for you guys. Smash or pass? Kylo Ren.
I don't think I need to answer that one.
Okay.
That's a pass for me.
That's a pass. Yeah, pass. I'm gonna pass. And I know it's strange because I said yes to Anakin, right? But
I was gonna say, I'm an Adam Driver simp on crack. It's not good. It's not. I'm seeking help. I'm seeking help. So I don't know. I saw the funniest comment on one of my mutuals' video, and I wish I took a screenshot so I can give the guy the credit. He called Kylo Ren Darth Tantrum.
Yeah, absolutely.
I lost it. I had a stroke when I read that. I was like, that's how I'm calling Kylo Ren from now on. Darth Tantrum.
Darth Tantrum. Yeah, I feel like it would be too many tantrums, and like I don't want to lose my fight on this date. You know what I mean? Like, but then Anakin. I did say yes to Anakin, but Anakin was sort of a little more stable.
Can I non-verbally explain it?
Yeah. Okay. Right. Enough said. You know. I don't know, man. I'm stuck in the middle here with Kylo. I don't know, man. It depends on the day for me. It depends on the day.
That's fair.
You know?
Adam Driver's so weird looking. Kylo Ren is weird looking, so it's definitely a selective taste.
Space Gal, is that a yes or no for you?
Okay, so Kylo, depending on the day, my rats out there, I love you all.
Thank you.
But the Ben Solo side, definitely that little sweet.
Okay.
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
it's like a side of him. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. But you don't like the emo dark boy.
Well, I kind of
Oh, okay. She's like yes and no. Okay.
bad day when he's like wanting to kill somebody
Okay.
or a whole group of people, or
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
So it's
from
like
the
it-
yeah.
It's
I was
like
gonna
me
say I'm
with
from the
Rey.
Vampire Diaries era of watching, so broody, weird, emotional boys, whatever. Yeah,
Okay.
that's sort of my jam. So it's like Kylo is sort of that. It has that archetype
I
of
feel
like
that.
Darcy in space, but way more emotional. So
Yeah.
And that's why I pass.
He said that's why. So it's like me, where you like Ray, but a little bit of lightning, just it adds a little bit of flavor to that eating, just a little bit. You know what I mean? It's like you can zap me just a little bit. Just don't fry me, right? So
this is a good segment. I'm just gonna put that out there. This is a good segment.
Chosen Pumpkin says Han is hot and he knows he is hot.
Oh,
Enough
absolutely.
said.
That's it. Just like Lando, they know they're attractive and they know they're charming, and
Right.
yeah,
Exactly. Guys, I think that concludes our time. I've kept you guys long
Yay,
enough,
kitty.
but this has been so great, man. It's so fun being able to get to know you guys. Now, one thing I do like to do is I like to share people's pages on TikTok. So let me do that really quick. Let me share my screen and we'll go to TikTok. That way everyone can find you guys and I can post your links in the chat. So let's see. Maybe I need to go to my messages. Can I go to messages? Everyone tell me your usernames again so I don't blank out.
Cat Lady JJ.
Cat Lady
JJ.
I think you just popped up.
There-
JJ. There you are.
There
Cat
I
Lady
am.
JJ. So this
Yep.
is her page. Let me drop your link in the comments really quick, just
Okay,
so
cool. Thank you.
folks can come and check you out. So again, guys, everyone, be sure to follow all my friends from TikTok. They're amazing, and everyone. Seriously, this was so fun hearing you guys' choices for Smash or Pass. There was a lot in the beginning we didn't agree on, but we all kind of met in the middle on some. Of them,
I think so, right? Once you contextualize, it's easier.
Yeah, Pat, what's your name on TikTok?
It's Saint Pat _ of Starfleet. Saint is the ST dot.
Oh, so
ST period Pat _ of Starfleet.
of Starfleet.
Yes, when I first thought I was gonna do Star Trek stuff when I made this account, and then
Okay. So Star Trek to Star Wars. That's fair enough. Fair enough.
I mean, I love both.
Yeah, dude. I'm not a Trekkie, I will admit. I know that's a little bit. It's kind of like a generational thing, or unless you
Yeah.
just got into it, But I never got into Star Trek except for the movies. I thought the movies that of recent times were pretty decent. I enjoyed those, but the series I never really got into, which is unfortunate. So I may have to give those a watch eventually. But go follow my boy Pat and Space Gal. Tell me your name again on TikTok.
Galaxies of My Heart.
Galaxies. You just popped up. Maybe. Galaxies
Of
my heart. There we go. And there you are. All right, go follow my friend Space Gal, Galaxies of My Heart. Let me post your link here in the chat so folks can go and check you out. Seriously, these guys are amazing. It's so fun seeing their content on TikTok. And again, every Wednesday I try to do this where it's dedicated to Star Wars TikTok. So, different content creators that are on Star Wars TikTok, I bring them over on Wednesdays and we do this and many other things. So it's really fun. And you guys have been amazing. I've kept you long enough. Any last words that you guys want to say? Anything else before we end?
This has just been amazing.
Absolutely, man. Yes, it has. Because you guys are amazing. JJ, anything from you?
No, thank you for having me. This is nice meeting you both here, and I'm looking forward to seeing all of your content. And this was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So thank you again.
Anytime. Space Gal, any last words from you? I feel like I'm about to shoot you guys down. Any last words?
Yeah, so much for having me. This was also my first live, so
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm with it. So I think, and I've enjoyed our conversations most definitely. It also gives different perspectives of the Star Wars community. So I really
Absolutely. I'm happy to have you guys on, and definitely consider yourselves usuals. I'll be reaching out to you guys for other streams. If you guys are available and you're down, we'll love to bring you guys back on, especially as we're getting closer to the Book of Boba Fett. There's going to be a lot of conversations to have. So be on standby for sure. You guys have been great. Everyone on TikTok, much love for sticking in. Be sure to go and check out the stream. It should be uploaded after this, and go and give my friends from TikTok a follow. And I will see you all. For those who have not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. Also, again, I'm going to mention this now, but if you guys are looking for gifts for the holidays, go check out Save Neo. I am partnered with them. Use my promo code, well, actually affiliate code DataLorean when you guys enter checkout. So go and check them out. They're really great. And the video that I have for the Saber stuff should be up now. So go and check that out. But I'm going to go ahead and end here. You guys have been great. Much love. We'll see you for the next video. Peace. Bye guys.
Good night.
Bye.